A three-phase Y-connected wound rotor synchronous generator rated at 10 kVA, 230 volt, has a synchronous reactance of 1.2 ohms per phase, and the armature resistance is 0.5 ohm per phase. What is the percent voltage regulation at full load with 80% leading power factor? So almost the same problem, nag-iba lang yung power factor. So no load is equivalent to the magnitude of 230 over square root of 3 to get the line to line per phase voltage of the terminal or full load voltage. This will serve as the reference phasor. Then plus the current, the volt ampere, so 10,000 volt ampere divided by square root of 3 times 230 volts. The angle will be positive, arc cosine of 0.8. Then multiplied by 0.5 plus J 1.2 magnitude. That will be the magnitude of 230 divided by square root of 3, then plus 10 exponent 3 divided by square root of 3 times 230. The angle will be positive, shift cosine of 0.8, then times 0.5 plus 1.2J equals 128.705. So per phase. Therefore, what is the percent voltage regulation? So that will be 128.705 minus 230 over square root of 3 all over 230 divided by square root of 3 multiplied by 100%. So therefore, the percent voltage regulation is, so this will be minus 230 over square root of 3 divided by 230 times square root of 3, then times 100%. So negative 3.08%. Negative 3.08%. So letter C. That is number 23. Next problem, number 24. A three-phase Y-connected wound rotor synchronous generator rated at 10 kVA, 230 volt, has a synchronous reactance of 1.2 ohms per phase, and the armature resistance is 0.5 ohm per phase. What is the power factor such that the voltage regulation at full load is 0? So if the voltage regulation is 0, it is equivalent to E no load minus E full load per phase divided by E full load per phase. So cross multiply. So you will arrive to E no load per phase. Their magnitude is the same. So E full load per phase. Okay. So what is the E full load per phase? E full load per phase is equivalent to 230 divided by square root of 3, which has a value of 132.791 volts. Okay. So yan yung hanapin natin na value because they have the same value. The E-no load per phase is equivalent to the magnitude of 230 over square root of 3 plus 10,000 over square root of 3 times 230 volts. The angle will be leading, so plus arc cosine of PF. The power factor, which is unknown, multiplied by 0.5 plus J 1.2. If you will solve this one using triangles, so matatagalan. Okay. Ang gagawin natin, i-caltech natin. So nandun yung X, lagay natin doon, arc cosine of power factor. So shift magnitude of 230 over square root of 3, then plus 10,000 divided by square root of 3 times 230, then angle shift cosine alpha x, okay, then times 0.5 plus 1.2j, then press calc. So we will enter a power factor of 0.837. Calc, so 0.837 leading, so 130.808, 130.808, then letter B 0.894. Press calculate 0.894, then siya na yung bahalang magsasubstitute niyan. So 134.513 volts. Then letter C 0.869. Calculate 0.869 leading is 132.802. Then letter D, power factor of 0.877 will give us a value of, that will be 0.877 equals 133.333 volts. So which is the nearest to ito. Nearest siya sa letter C. So letter C is our answer. 0.869 leading. So next, number 25, a 1000 kVA, 3000 volts, 50 Hz three-phase star-connected alternator has an armature effective resistance of 0.2 ohm. A field current of 40 amperes produces a short circuit current of 200 amperes, an open circuit EMF of 1040 volt line to line. Dan dito kasi yung exciter yan. Tapos nakakonect siya sa DC exciter. Yan yung nakakonect dun sa likod. Yan yung nagbibigay ng flux dito. Dun sa armature. So, an open circuit EMF of 1040 volts. Line to line. Produces a short circuit current. Pag nag-short circuit, 200 amperes. Okay, so ang aim natin dito, may given ng resistance na 0.2 ohm. Kukunin natin yung value ng XA or short circuit. So we have ito yung no load or EG per phase. Then nandito naman yung yung impedance. So XA, yan, ito yung R, A, 0.2. Short circuit, 200 amperes. Then EG per phase is 1040 divided by square root of 3. Okay. So what is the impedance of the armature per phase? So Ohm's law, EG per phase divided by the short circuit current. EG per phase 1040 divided by square root of 3. So that is a Y connected or star connected. Then divided by 200 is 3 ohms. What will be the value of XA? XA is equivalent to square root of ZA squared minus RA squared. Is equivalent to square root of 3 squared, then minus 0.2 squared is equal to 3 squared minus 0.2 squared, square root 2.993. ZA is equivalent to 0.2 plus J 2.993 ohms. What will be the value of E no load? E no load magnitude of the line voltage 3000 volts. Gawin natin siyang per phase, so divided by square root of 3. Then plus yung line current. Line current is the output 1000 kVA, so times 10 to the 3 volt ampere all over square root of 3 times the line to line voltage is 3000. The angle would be a negative arc cosine 0.8. Then multiplied by the impedance 0.2 in rectangular, that will be 0.2 plus J 2.993. Then magnitude, what is the E no load per phase? The E no load per phase is equivalent to 3 magnitude of 3000 divided by square root of 3 plus the current 1 million and divided by square root of 3 times 3000. So we are adding vectorially, so we will include the angle of the current, negative shift cosine of the power factor 0.8 times 0.2 plus 2.993J. So 2153.399. So therefore, what is the percent voltage regulation? So positive dapat. So 2153 0.399. Then minus, this is the line-to-line voltage of full load. That will be 3,000. So gawin natin siyang per phase, so divided by square root of 3. Because it is connected in Y. All over 3,000 divided by square root of 3. Times, of course, 100%. Yung buong quantity, not in the denominator. So minus 3,000 divided by square root of 3. Then divided by 3,000 over square root of 3 times 100%. So that will be 24.33. 24.33%. So of course that will be 24.31%. Pipiliin natin. That is number 25. That is the voltage regulation. Then next is the efficiency. So again, the efficiency, that is the P output divided by P output plus losses. How do we compute the output? kVA, 25,000. It should be in watts, so times the power factor, 0.76. Divided by 25,000. So times 0.76. This is the output plus 2,000. Multiplied by 100%. So the efficiency of the alternator operating at these particulars is equivalent to 25 exponent 3 times 0.76, then divided by 2,500 times 0.76 plus 2,000, then multiplied by 100%. That is equivalent to 90.48. So 90.48%. Next, number 27. A 25 kVA 220 volt three-phase alternator delivers rated kVA at a power factor of 0.84. The effective AC resistance between armature winding terminals is 0.18 ohm. The field takes 9.3 amps at 115 volts. If the friction and windage loss is 460 watts and the core loss is 610 watts, calculate the percent efficiency. So the power output is equivalent to 25 kVA. You multiply that by the power factor. So that will be 25,000 times 0.84. So the output power is equivalent to 25 exponent 3 times 0.84 is 21,000 watts. So we need to know the losses. So for the P losses, we have for the field loss, field copper loss, simply the voltage at the field times the current at the field circuit. That is, the field takes 9.3 amperes and 115 volts. So this will be 115 volts times the field current, 9.3 amperes. So the field copper loss is 115 times 9.3 amperes is equivalent to 1069.5 watts. So next is the copper loss, 0.18, but it is measured between two terminals. So ito siya. Our total 0.18. So what is the resistance per phase? So i-divide natin yung total terminal resistance by 2. So simply 0.09. Tapos may dumadaan na current dyan ay full load. So tatlong fase yan. There are 3 phases. Okay? The full load current is equivalent to 25,000 volt ampere divided by square root of 3, so 3 phase yan, times 220 volts. So the value of the full load line current that will be passing through the resistors is 65.608 ampere. So the copper loss at the armature, so 3 phase, so 3 times I full load squared times RAC per phase. 3 times the full load current, 65.608 squared times RAC, 0.09, equivalent to, so 3 times 65.608 squared times 0.09, 1162.191 watts. So therefore, what is the efficiency? P output divided by P output plus P losses. P output 21,000 watts as computed, that is 25,000 times 0.84 divided by the same value, that is the output, plus all the losses. So 1069.5. Okay. Then the copper loss plus 1162.191 plus the indicated friction and windage loss of 460 watts. Then plus the core loss of 610 watts. Multiply this ratio by 100%. Nasa denominator lahat ito. So the efficiency is equivalent to blank. 21 exponent 3 times 100 divided by 21 exponent 3 plus 1069.5 plus 1162.191 plus 460, then plus 610, equivalent to 86.414 or 86.41%. So that will be letter C ang sagot natin. So next, number 28, the adjustment of field excitation on one of the two alternators operating in parallel will change its power factor. So number 29, generator is being synchronized to a large system. The actual system voltage frequency are 13.7 kilovolt and 6 Hz respectively. The generator voltage and frequency are 13.6 kilovolts and 6 Hz respectively. When the generator is switched to the system, choose which one happens. Okay. So ito yung bus, positive, then negative. This is the generators. Then we have an incoming generator here. Okay. The system voltage is 13.7 kilovolts. So ang isang condition para magamit yung generator incoming, you should have the same system voltage as system voltage dun sa 13.7. Ito 13.6 kilovolts. Although na-meet niya yung frequency na 60 Hz, pero as you compare, no, this is 13.6 kV and 13.7. So ang usual na ginagawa ng mga operator doon sa planta, ito slightly, no, plus something. So it should be, of course, 13.8, maybe 13.8. So that upon switching this, the connecting switch, so ang tendency kasi ito, pag V no load tapos V full load, bababa siya, no? Dito yung V system voltage terminal, bababa siya because that is the characteristics of a generator. As the generator is being loaded, the terminal voltage goes down from the no load voltage or the generated voltage. So in this case, instead na mag-supply siya ng power, magdo-draw ngayon siya. Okay? It will draw power. So pwedeng reactive power, pwedeng true power. Okay? So the generator will take M bar. Okay? So lahat nung ay kung tama yung kanyang system voltage, it will deliver M bar, it will deliver megawatt, or it will deliver both M bar and megawatts. So kung makikita naman natin, isa lang yung take. So it will serve as a motor or it will act as a motor. Although mayroon dun sa Laguna na pump storage hydropower plant, di Kalayaan hydro pump storage power plant. At night, nag-serve siya as a motor, so nag-absorb siya ng power para dun sa kanyang dam. So, dun sa reservoir ng tubig. Para during peak hours ay pwede siyang mag-operate. So, manggagaling yun sa Laguna Dibay. Tataas niya dun sa Caliraya River. So, pwede rin mamasyal doon. May nakikita ako. Nagbabangka-bangka doon. Okay, so anyway, that is a pump storage power plant. Yung mga iba naman, run-off river. Yung Binga, Ambuklaw, then ito kasi yung malapit dito, yung San Manuel, yung mga run-off river. So, maagos yung tubig, tuloy-tuloy lang hanggang dun sa dagat. Yung pump storage naman, nare-recycle na siya. nagagamit ulit siya.